Hey, everybody. Mike Feldbauer from the Flagler County Drug Court Foundation here at the Flagler Voice Podcast Studio. And today in the studio, I have two great guests with me. And I'll tell them a little secret. We're doing this for the second time because I didn't push all the buttons right when we started. So we're going to talk quick. I've got Sheriff Staly with me and Chief Eggert here to thank them for the support that they've given to the Flagler County Drug Court Foundation and for the support that they give to our community when it's in reference to substance abuse. What they do between the jail and the attitude that they've got toward people that have been involved with substance abuse is absolutely incredible. And our county needs to say, thank you, thank you, and thank you, because the number of people who go through the program with the drug court and also with the help of the Green Roof In programs, the SMART program and the DADS program, and you'll correct me on the terminology, and the training program of jobs and stuff that you offer to people that come in, okay, to keep them from coming back is almost unheard of. And our county needs to be thankful for that. And because I fouled up initially, we're going to talk quick. So I'm going to bring you right back to the sheriff, and we'll go back and forth. So now talk quickly.
Okay. Well, Mike, as you know, I'm a law and order sheriff.
Yes.
But I believe that if I can help an inmate turn their life around and become a productive citizen instead of just draining society for their cost inside a jail or in the court system, that's the better way to go. So that's what we implemented in the jail. When I was elected sheriff in 2016, the jail was a warehouse. 4 walls, keep them in, don't let them escape, don't let them hurt each other or the detention deputies. That's all that was going on. And so ultimately I did a nationwide search looking for the right person to take over my court and detention services division, and that could implement the new vision inside the jail. And that resulted in us hiring Chief Dan Engert, who's the chief of the court and detention services. He got the vision. He almost didn't come here.
I heard that.
Because I have this sign out in front of my jail, which the real name of the jail is Sheriff Perry Hall Inmate Detention Facility, but it has a green roof. And when I was sworn in as sheriff, I'm writing my, acceptance speech and what we're going to focus on. And I said, we're going to put criminals in the Green Roof Inn. And it kind of stuck. So it became known as the Green Roof Inn. And tongue in cheek, I put a sign out there that said Green Roof Inn vacancy, and it listed the accommodation. So it's really a crime prevention sign. So somebody in Dan's former employer in upstate New York at a sheriff's office had seen that sign and did some kind of training. So he saw that and thought I would just be, a Southern, whatever the stereotype of a Southern sheriff is, and not progressive. And fortunately, he took a chance on me, and I did on him. And I had to tone him down a little bit because he, from all that upstate New York funding levels that he thought he had, because we're not like that way in the South. But he's done a phenomenal job getting the vision, changing the culture in the facility, which is not easy to do.
No.
And implementing now the programs that we have that turn lives around. Because I believe the jail is just as important in crime reduction as the law enforcement side.
I agree 100%. And the way you're doing it, I know our recidivism rate has dropped, or improved, I should say, is the better way of putting it, and the programs that you've offered. So, Chief, get us on. Tell us a little bit about what your background was when you came here, how you've been able to put these programs together, and what some of these programs are so the public gets to hear about them.
Well, Sheriff Staly, when he interviewed me, the biggest message that I got, the takeaway from that meeting was that he wanted to change culture in his jail, and he wanted to improve partnerships in the community. And he felt like the jail really wasn't engaged with the community and partnering with the community. And his vision has always been, we police with the community, not we police the community. So We just went to work and started going out, developed some relationships first with Epic Behavioral Health Care. They had a program in St. Johns County, so I knew I was trying to get up and running as quickly as possible. There wouldn't be a big learning curve, I thought, because they had some experience. Little did I know that they weren't doing anything like what was envisioning for what we were going to do here, but we made it work. Then from there, we got the treatment program up and running for the men's side. Then very soon after that, we were successful at getting a grant. The sheriff's very much promotes going into the grant world and getting as much dollars as we possibly can to bring back to Flagler County. That was instrumental because it enabled us to do some actual construction configurations of our female unit to make it compliant with the code so that we could use it as a housing unit again. And then from there, we just started developing the vocational side. It wasn't just the treatment side, but we needed to provide opportunities for them to start, developing skills when they get released. And so I think the first time and the only time the sheriff has not had an acronym for a program, I talked him into naming this one the Homeward Bound Initiative. And that was just to kind of cast the vision to the community that this program, this initiative is really for those thinking in terms of being on homeward bound, And so the first program was a partnership with Flagler Technical College. We started a vinyl graphics application program that morphed into a culinary program, a partnership with, again, another community leader in the Beachfront Grill. And then that developed into another program with Flagler Technical College, a HVAC pre-apprenticeship program. Then an electrical pre-apprenticeship program. We just graduated a HVAC course. Electrical starting again next week. And then Monday, the sheriff and I attended the graduation for 3 of our inmates who attended the first auto body collision prep painting prep course. That's a partnership again with Flagler Technical College, and we utilize Celico Auto Body in Bunnell, who is the sanctioned instructor for that program. And in fact, one of the graduates was released that day because he also graduated from the SMART program. And he was at work Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock, and he was there again this morning at 8 o'clock. And more importantly, he's been to 2 meetings in 2 days, and his goal is to attend 90 meetings in 90 days and be successful in his recovery journey.
That's phenomenal. And I hope that the audience that are listening to this, understand how phenomenal these programs are. Okay, and we're able to do it because of the sheriff's support and his vision and hiring the right people that can go after it and accomplish it. It's not easy. It's not easy at all.
And Mike, let me just give a shout out to the people that fund us, which is the Board of County Commissioners. So we do grants as much as we can, but the Board of County Commissioners funds the jail operation, the staff, the facility, and so forth. And so you can't do it without their support in there. And we just had a grant expire that's an important grant, and there's not another one out there that we've been able to find that would replace it. So in my next budget, starting October 1, I've asked for $350,000 from the Board of County Commissioners so that we can continue that program. So hopefully this is turning into a very interesting budget year because of the unknown dealing with Constitutional Amendment 3, which would change funding sources dramatically across the state of Florida. But I think we'll be able to get it funded.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think and doing things like what we're doing right now, let the community know how much you're doing to protect the community, to help people, to give second chances. I don't know anybody that has gone through life that hasn't needed a second chance in something once in a while. And this is a tremendous thing. So as you come up there, you need the community support also, so those who are sitting up on the dais understand that they're agreeing with the community to do what they need to do to accomplish and to keep these programs going.
Well, my philosophy is that no crime is acceptable, that our job in law enforcement is to reduce crime.
Right.
And we'll never get to zero because of human nature. But but we don't have to accept the rising crime rate because we're a fast-growing community. Since I was elected in 2016, 45,000 new residents have moved here, but our crime is down 54%, and so far we're trending down significantly again this year. And it's because of the community partnerships. It's because of the programs in the jail, because the jail is just as important to crime reduction as the deputies on the street making the arrests and doing the enforcement. It has to work hand in hand together, or you just have a revolving door.
Exactly.
Same thing with the drug court, the same thing with your foundation. All of this has a piece to it, but it all comes at a cost. I mean, your foundation, you're out raising money. Somebody is helping you fund your foundation, non-taxpayer. So everything has a cost.
Oh yeah, there's no question about it. Again, and you've heard me say it before at other meetings and other things that we've talked about, how much I respect what you guys do, particularly when it comes to that portion of life, because that's an important part of who I am. And seeing that support for this program, the SMART program, the job training stuff that you're offering to people that have been arrested for stuff they shouldn't have been doing, but giving them an opportunity is just, it's incredible. So again, I want to thank you for that support.
Yeah.
You have supported us in our fundraising. We've had motorcycle rides. You've given us support and leadership in that when it was available. You've actually given us financial support as becoming a sponsor at one or two of our events. And that's important to us because my organization is 100% volunteers. None of us get paid.
Right.
So every dollar, I say 97 cents out of every dollar goes to help the people in the program or train our volunteers. Those are the two main areas that we use that.
So Dan mentioned Homeward Bound program as
Yeah.
the umbrella. Okay. And that really sums up what a county jail is. Most people in a county jail, we arrest almost 300 a month, will go back into the community. So they're going back, they're homeward bound, right? A few of them are going to go off to state prison because of what they did. That's where they need to go. But most people are coming back in the community. So the only way you can be successful with crime reduction is through programs in changing behavior. Because if you don't change the behavior, they're just going to go out, get arrested again, and the cycle just repeats itself. And I'd much rather have them learn their lesson, become a productive citizen, because we had the programs to help them get off their drugs, their alcohol, they got the mental health. Now they have the skill level that they can get a job. Whether they need a GED, we can do that. You know, it's not just the skills, but the skills that we try to focus on that we provide in our partnership through FTC is the skills that the community needs, whether it's car repair, metal work, okay, whether it's in the culinary program, when they leave our jail. So the state of Florida requires anytime a restaurant is open, one person has to be a licensed food manager. If it's around the clock, you got to have one there around the clock. Whenever that restaurant's open, you can leave our jail with that required license, which makes you very
valuable
and employable. And so not only do you get the skills, but you're leaving there with a state of Florida license that says you basically can be hired at this level, not a dishwasher, at a food manager level.
And those things, what they're doing and what you do with the cars now and putting the vinyl stuff on, that is growing in the need in the community because more businesses are using those kinds of things that they need. So having people that are qualified to do it in our community, not having to go someplace else,
right,
is important.
Well, the vinyl graphics program,
Yeah.
They leave there with a certification of vinyl graphics, and it saves the taxpayer money because we're not paying a vendor, and there aren't that many of them that even want to do patrol cars and mark them. So
Right.
when you drive around Flagler County in Florida, every car that you see that's got some kind of graphic on it that's a sheriff's office owned vehicle, done by the inmates.
Yeah. Well, that's phenomenal.
In fact, there's another charity out there called Oars, and their vehicle that they drive around on or in to do outreach, the decals that are on it were applied by the inmates.
Yep. Yeah. On their RV that they got. Yeah, that's good. Well, again, I'm sorry that I screwed up in the beginning of this and we've cut this shorter than it should have been, but it was good.
Yeah, the second time around was just
really
just as good, if not better.
Yeah. So
More concise.
we go from there, and I welcome you gentlemen back anytime that you want to talk about things going on in the community to help that word to get out into the community, whether it's on the Drug Court Foundation page or to the Flagler Voice page to get stuff. We've been able, and my partner Alan, who I think you both know, when we started this, we didn't know anything. I mean, nothing. We had to learn a lot. We had to change equipment that we were getting to get improve things and going on. But we reach every 28 days with proven analytics between 150 and 250,000 viewers. So the word that we hear, and we promote it. We're out on 5 platforms, plus we push these out into groups all over the place. So hopefully somebody in the community is getting to listen and watch it. So it'll get out there. And
Well, that's good.
and what I want to get out there today before we end is, again, thank you. Thank you for what you do in the community. Thank you for what you've done for the Drug Court Foundation over the years. Thank you for the programs that you've improved, which helps the drug court program itself. And just thanks for all you do.
Well, thank you, Mike. And let me just add that, I want to thank Chief Engert, but the entire team in the detention facility and our partners, because it takes the entire team. It's not Dan, it's not me. It's the entire team and the partners that help turn these lives around and make them productive citizens. So I thank you for recognizing them too.
Yeah. Well, I got to do it here with my team too. Like you guys are the face and the voice. And of course, you're digging it to getting this stuff done. But without the rest of them, what good is it? We wouldn't accomplish a thing.
Right.
I've got that team out there doing the Narcan stuff. We were the first in the community to get the Narcan grant, to get it out there. We provide Narcan for the entire school system. We helped you guys out when your grant had lapsed and you had a new grant writer coming in to get that done.
Yeah.
So whatever we can do, because our theory is they can't recover if they're dead. So we want them to have what they need to stay alive. We want people to have that second chance and learn what it's like to become a useful citizen. We had a young man, and then I'll finish with this because we're coming up on that time frame, who at the age of 13 was in a severe automobile accident. He's got so much metal in his back, okay, that he sets off all the time when he goes through anything. And he came into the drug court program and had been on high opiate pain medications from the age of 13. He was now 29 or 30. Never been off. When he finished the program, not only was successful, doesn't even take an aspirin.
Wow.
And like you said earlier, Sheriff, they've got to have the desire. They have to reach that some point in their life where they say enough is enough of them. We're there to help them in any way we can, but we can't do it unless they want it. So everybody, thank you for being with us today. We will have you gentlemen back sometime in the future again to talk more about what's going on in the community. So it's Mike Feldbauer at the Flagler County Drug Court Foundation signing off for today.
Things are truly better with us.